TfL has faced backlash after extending the ULEZ zone to cover outer London boroughs on August 29. Transport for London has revealed that more than 1.6 million ULEZ fines were issued in just 1 year, generating more than £50 million of revenue, which they say is reinvested into London's transport network. In response to a Freedom of Information request, TfL stated that 1,641,229 penalty charge notices were issued between July 1, 2022 and June 30, 2023. This resulted in £53,331,191 of revenue being generated, reports MyLondon. The transport network also said 134,832 vehicles incurred a second PCN within 20 days of the first one being issued. A further 47,419 vehicles incurred a second PCN more than 20 days after the first penalty. TfL bosses and the Mayor of London, Sadiq Khan, have repeatedly assured residents that the cash raised from the ULEZ is reinvested back into the capital's transport network. A £160 million scrappage scheme, the largest of its kind in the world, has also been set up, from which Londoners with cars that fall foul of the rules, broadly pre-2005 petrol and pre-2015 diesel cars, can claim a £2,000 grant to scrap their vehicle and buy a new one. Officials have already said that the scheme is expected to raise around £300 million in its first year. But, the Mayor of London, Sadiq Khan, has highlighted previously that the expansion's function is not to raise money, as drivers switch away from polluting cars and fewer are charged as a result. No revenue, therefore, will be accrued, bosses predict, by 2027. TfL has also said that the money that is raised will be reinvested in the capital's transport network, and officials have emphasized that the authority is set to deliver a multi-million-pound surplus. Mr. Khan previously said, "We're not anti-car. We're not anti-people being able to use their car. What we're anti is poison in the air that causes children to have stunted lungs, around 4,000 premature deaths a year, adults with a whole host of health issues from asthma to cancer, dementia to heart disease. So what we're encouraging people to do is to get rid of their non-compliant vehicles, which means when they're driving these vehicles they're breathing in the poison, kids in the back are breathing in the poison as well. We're encouraging them to either get compliant vehicles or cycle or use public transport where they can." The good news is the experience from the central London ULEZ is that it led to fewer non-compliant vehicles, but also fewer vehicles. The expansion to inner London also led to fewer non-compliant vehicles, and also fewer vehicles, because more people then decided to walk, cycle, or use their public transport, and I'm hoping the same happens in outer London.